Afternoon. Finally got the 72 volt wired freedom back in action. I don't know if anybody watched my last video, but we had a small accident and burnt up the controller. The new controller, after doing some small testing, as y'all will see today, was very well worth the money and the change. It makes god-awful amount of torque, and I am very surprised that it has this much power. We're riding in mode 2 right now. Well, no, mode 1. Let's click into mode 2. Mode 2 is still very docile mode. It's really smooth, but still has a lot of pep, so to speak. We'll give it a little run, as y'all can see here. Quickly to 25. We're gonna bump it up into mode 3 in a second, as soon as I get to the next straightaway. And let me tell you, mode 3 is something else. It definitely has some power. It will actually wheelie just rolling into the gas. And I actually had to put the 60 volt battery back on the bike just to keep the front end down and make it a little bit more stable. As y'all can see, rolling into about 14 miles an hour. It wants to pick the front wheel up off the ground pretty easily. It takes a little bit getting used to. I'm not a wheelie guy, but it is definitely fun. I will say that. Going to the hill test spot right now that I found on the last video, just to see how this thing does on some hills. I found a pretty good one, and it was fairly steep. Let's see, look, about 18 mile an hour wheelie, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely fun. I'm gonna be doing some 0 to 30 times using the draggy, see what kind of improvement it made. I actually went from a 80 amp Sabaton to a 100 amp Sabaton controller, and it is definitely worth the money I spent on it. I mean, that was 37 right there in a couple seconds. I'll do a dead stop in a minute whenever I get a straight run here on the path. Y'all can see it take off. Let's see if I can get a little small run in right here. See what it does. Now, I'm not gonna pedal. I'm just gonna give it. Now I can't give it all the throttle because it'll just flip over. But yeah, it will bounce a little bit. Had to roll out the throttle a little bit there. But we're almost to the hill here. This thing is fast, let me tell you, it is fast. It's almost to a point where it's scary fast, because it's kind of unbelievable that it picked up this much just going from 80 amps to 100. Actually, I'm not even running 100 amps right now. I'm only pulling 90 out of this battery, which it can definitely do 100 amps. It's just I'm trying to get used to the battery because I didn't know it was going to make this much torque. Without this other 60 volt battery in here for the weight, I can't keep the front end on the ground. I mean, it's just crazy. You just roll into the gas. It moves out. It really does. Let's slow down a little bit for the jogger here. I like to always be courteous to other people on the path. Hopefully everybody else does as well. Try not to scare him when I come by him. Just give him a little ding here. On your left, man. There we go. Back on the path here. Baby wheelie. Woohoo! I will say this e-brake is absolutely amazing, man. This e-brake is no joke. It definitely helps the wear and tear on your brake pads having this e-brake. All right, we are at the hill. Gonna do the same run I did before on the shunt modded Hemingway. I don't know how well it's gonna do up this hill with the, looks like it's got a little mud puddle right there. Let's try and get on this side of it. Let's go ahead and put it power level 5 and go up this hill. See, no pedaling, we're just gonna hit it and see how well it does up this hill. Whoa, a little wheelie there. Woohoo! Absolutely crushes the hill. Oh my God. Okay, for those of y'all who don't think that hub-driven motors have torque, y'all are wrong, because geez, this thing it's absolutely insane torque going up this hill. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it's got that much power. And that's mode 5. See, we're gonna go up the same one right here. Oh, mud. I don't know if I want to go through that mud. Let's try and go left side of this mud puddle here and see how fast we can go up it. Alright. Oh, gotta let off the gas a little bit. Oh yeah, it crushes this little hill. It's not even a challenge for it. Maybe I'll have to scout a little bit and found something a little steeper than this, but this is still, I mean, this is a pretty steep hill. I mean, as you can see, I just roll into the gas in mode 5 and it comes right up. It's definitely going to take some getting used to. We're going to go back to mode 2. It's a lot of fun though. It is a lot of fun, I will say that. And it can actually be as docile as you want it to be. I mean, I'm in mode 1. It peaks out somewhere around 10, 11 miles an hour. And it don't matter, look, I can twist the throttle as much as I want, and that's as fast as it goes. 12 miles an hour. So it's actually like I can pedal with it at 12 miles an hour and use my assistance. It's pretty cool, because I want y'all to think that I'm out hot dogging everywhere I go, because I'm pretty respectful of everybody around me now. There's a time and place to go fast, and when I find the right place, I go fast. But in all, mostly, I like to just cruise and enjoy the scenery, and I really just built this bike to keep up in traffic and have some fun, get a little burst of speed every now and then. Sorry about the sniffling. I got a little bit of a cold. But yeah, I don't know what kind of future plans I have for the channel. I'm thinking of definitely going to be doing some more speed runs for y'all. Right now the wind has been terrible up here, and as you've seen in my first video, it's blows me all over the place whenever I get over 50. Have to wait till the wind dies down a little bit and then do another couple more top speed runs. I'm almost 90% positive this thing is going to go 57 miles an hour with this new controller, without a doubt. But I gotta prove that. We'll do it when the time's right. I'm thinking I was gonna do an all-wheel drive version of this bike, but after having this much torque, I don't think the front wheel would do me any good. I mean, maybe once I got rolling, I could use the front wheel to get a little bit more acceleration, but off the line, it's never going to touch the ground. I guess I could probably stand over the handlebars and try and get traction, see what happens, you know. But I'm not trying to do all that, really. I'm thinking the next build about doing a moped style e-bike with like a 5,000 watt motor, maybe 150 amp, 200 amp controller. Would be pretty cool. I'm just trying to find the right frame before I start the build. And I see they got a lot of new bikes coming out. I'm wondering if e-bike manufacturers would actually start selling just the frame and wheels and brakes, and basically just let us put our own electronics in the bike, you know, because I'd love to just buy a basic bike, e-bike frame, you know, that don't have any electronics in it, and just put my own and build my own bike. I think that would be pretty cool. I know they got a lot of other e-bikes guys that are doing that right now, but it would be cool to buy one from a manufacturer to just let us have the bike with no electronics at all, and just give it to us at like a discounted price, and we could just put our own stuff in it, you know, basically just buy a bare bike and mount your own controller and display, whatever motor you decide to put on the back of it, you know. I mean, I know you can buy the bomber style e-bikes and stuff like that, but I'm thinking of like a moped style e-bike, you know, something of that nature. But yeah, I definitely loving this torque and power of this other other controller it's giving me. It's crazy how going up 10 amps makes that big a difference in power. I can't imagine if I go to the full 100 amps. I just wanted to get used to the 90 amps I'm pulling out of the battery for now, but I will do a video on that when I do decide to go up, which it doesn't take me too long to get used to the power. Just the front end on this bike is pretty light now. Like, I'm barely rolling into it, and it comes right up. I mean, it's crazy. But it's definitely a lot of fun, I can tell you that. Let's see, we're on mode 1. Let's bump it up to level 3 and do a little run in the traffic here. Get some speed. 40 miles an hour in level 3. Let's hit 4. 51 miles an hour in level 4. Wind's blowing a little bit, blowing me around, but as you can see, I got no problem keeping up with traffic. But I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. This is just a little short run. I had a couple people asking about the performance of the new controller. I wanted to get it in real quick so I can post it up, let y'all see how big a difference it made. It's absolutely crazy. A lot of traffic right here. Let's see. Here we go, merge out. Very easily does 45, 50 miles an hour. I mean, the thing is super quick. Feels a lot more planted with this battery in the center of it, giving me a little bit of weight too. I know it might be hurting a little bit of acceleration, but I'd rather have it planted and feel more stable at speed. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the short video. There's going to be more to come for sure. I just wanted to get this one out here super quick for y'all and tell y'all a little bit about the performance of the new controller. We're definitely going to be doing some more speed tests and see if we can hit that 58. But as you've seen, 51 mile an hour right there, it's definitely doable. I mean, that's mode 4. I don't see no reason why mode 5 won't do 58. Boy, this thing's fun. But all right, I'll see y'all on the next track. Y'all stay tuned.